Hey Leos, I hope you're all doing amazing. My name is Sarah and this is my channel, Serendipity Astrology. I'm doing a general tarot card reading for April 2022. Wow, April is another month that is action-packed, especially for you guys. Wow, the sun just popped out right there. Huh, there's you guys. Let's see. Oh my God, you have stuff going on in your fourth house, you're not, oh my God, yeah. You have stuff going on in your fourth house, your ninth house, or no, yeah. Oh my God, no, your fourth house, your 10th house. So your career and family and your home, all that, what that means for you. But my God, you guys have stuff going on in your sixth house, your seventh house, your eighth house, your ninth house. Your ninth house is what lights you up, travel, like learning. You guys love learning. You love moving, you love shaking, you love spreading your light. You guys have a lot of stuff going on right now, especially with home and family and work. This might be a very busy time for you guys, especially with the North Node in Taurus, your 10th house. So you're really focusing on, career, like your personal goals, it's like what you feel is, it's like your inner compass, like what you, you need to be moving towards something. I feel like always. I know a lot of Leos and they always feel like they have to be moving towards something. I totally get that energy. It's very similar with Sagittarius energy and Aries energy. That's just a fire sign trait in general. But I feel like you guys are feeling that more heavily just because of this nodal transit that is in your 10th house for the next 18 months. And I feel like that has been changing the relationship dynamics that you have in your life, especially with these signs being so lit up for you. Let's get into your reading, shall we? All right. So this first row is going to be the past, present, and possible future. Okay. All right. The Five of Pentacles. I feel like that's come up in some past readings for you guys. You have the Empress. There we go. The present position. The Ace of Cups. And the High Priestess. All right. So with this first row, which represents the past, we have the Sun card followed by the Six of Pentacles. This placement really reminds me so much of the Cancer reading that I just did. A lot, especially with the Six of Pentacles. They had it in their possible future. You have it in your past. Again, this is the give and take, the push and pull. This is the balance that you have in life that you've created with others. I feel like the scales have been tipping for you. They've been changing. Like you've been the one that's been in the spotlight, been the one with the sun shining on you. You've had things happening for you, and they might not have been happening for your partner. And that has been changing the dynamic of this for you, I feel like. And just your dynamic is changing in general. Like maybe with this Six of Pentacles, for some reason, I'm hearing that it has something to do with the time that you're spending, what you're spending it on. Maybe you've been spending more time at work. But again, that's your 10th house is being lit up right now since January. I feel like things have been really changing for you. Your social status in life and that affects your income. Your income being greater than your partner's can affect your relationship. That can happen. All right, I'm pulling you a Spirit Animal Oracle card. The Dove Spirit, be peace. You've had to find peace within these dynamics and these road bumps that have just kind of popped up for you. Like some have felt like blocks. I'm not going to lie. But it's something that you've needed to work through. You've been working through it. It's challenging. life gets challenging before it gets incredible. That's how it works. It's unfortunate and it's a little difficult, but it is what it is. And I've always hated hearing that, and I've always hated saying it, but I feel like it's kind of an is what it is kind of thing for you guys. You know, but I don't feel like you feel like you want to feel bad about it. Maybe someone's like trying to make you feel bad about it. Like being the one that like is creating and doing better, and it's like you're not allowed to really feel like you're going places because you need to be like the downtrodden for someone else because their life really isn't going anywhere at the time. You have the star being healing codes, important information, wounds are healed, and recharging. The sun is recharging your batteries, and it has been for a little while. These great things happening for you are meant to recharge you. They're meant to, you know, help you question like where you are, what you're doing, where you're going, and who you're going there with. And talking to this person about this, or like negotiating things with your job, is something that you've been having to do for the last like couple months. I feel like you might have just been having to really just deal with someone who is a little ungrounded. You feel more grounded than ever. You have the Four of Cups and the World. Yep. The World is a wrap-up of like a karmic cycle for you guys. Like you've been within a cycle, I feel like, for the last 10 years, and it's about to wrap up for you guys. I guess feels like a relationship cycle, possibly. I also have the Four of Cups. With this energy, I don't feel like it's you refusing what's coming towards you. I feel like you're just understanding that you're worth way more than what's being offered to you. So you're just kind of hanging back there a little bit and seeing what else shows up for you and what might show up for you. This middle row, which represents the possible, the present. Oh my God, wow, sorry. We have the Five of Pentacles followed by the Empress. I feel like that there's someone that's been in this energy that kind of you feel like has been weighing you down. Kind of like trying to drag you down with them, almost. That's what I'm feeling with this card. But I feel like that energy is turning around. I feel like that has to do with spring. I feel like that has to do with, you know, the movement of Venus and Aries together, especially through, you know, it's been moving through Aquarius, and that's your 7th house. So I feel like this relationship is evolving to something different. It's just the spring had to be here for them to work their way through this and for them to have something going for them. So they didn't feel so bleak and desolate. But let me pull another Spirit Animal Oracle card. All right. The Wombat Spirit, be at home. I feel like you're spending more time at home right now. Like home and family, especially during the spring. You know, I know it's the fall equinox in the southern hemisphere, so all of you southern hemispherians, this could reign true for you guys too, that you're spending more time at home. But with the spring, you know, the weather can be a little unpredictable, so I still feel like you guys are spending more time at home. You're spending more time really, you know, just focusing on like home, family, the dynamic that's there, like building a more solid relationship with your kids, with your significant other, kind of forcing them out of their shell to start talking, because they might have been refusing to say anything or just keeping things to themselves, I feel like. And I feel like that's something that's getting purged out of your life, like the inability for them to be able to get to a place of communication with you. All All right. You get the blue moon. Believe in the impossible. Yeah, I feel like this dynamic that you're in, that I feel like it hasn't been changing, is going to be changing. You're going to be seeing a difference. There's a natural evolvement to things that, you know what, you might not be able to see it in the background, but like things are changing for you. And the wrapping up of this cycle is huge. So it's going to bring you to a different place. What that place looks like, I don't know. You get the Fool. The Fool pops out of the deck. There we go. This is going on a new journey, down a new path, to places that you've never been and never seen. But the Fool isn't afraid. The Fool just, he lets that sun shine down on him, and he just keeps moving. You know, no matter what life is throwing at him, he's ready to follow that. You also have the Two of Cups. Again, this talks to me about getting the balance you've needed in relationships and understanding what that balance looks like. You know, finding that equal give and take where you don't feel like you're giving too much. Like you feel like there's an evenness of communication going on. That's something that you've needed. Relationships are like based on communication, roughly. You know, I mean, sex, intimacy, hell yeah. That shit means something, and it's definitely a big part of it, but you gotta be able to talk to each other. That communication has to be there. That's the foundation. Like, that's knowing each other. That's making yourself vulnerable to like other people. And I don't feel like you guys have a problem being vulnerable with anybody. Okay. I feel like you're out there, you're doing it, you're making things happen. It's just, it's getting your partner to be at that same place too. Okay. So this final row, which represents the possible future, we have the Ace of Cups followed by the High Priestess. So you guys have gotten to a place where you understand yourself. You're giving yourself the love you deserve, and you're not feeling bad about it. You're not feeling like sad about it. You're not feeling like you're doing the wrong thing, or you're not really letting other people affect how you're feeling anymore. You're just living more within a heart-centered space, which is important, and that's incredibly important for you guys. Okay. You also have the High Priestess. This card, I'm being drawn to the pillars on the right and the left. I believe, like, I'm pretty sure they represent the Buddha and Jesus. I know that, like, I don't really go into a lot of, like, religious stuff. I like to believe that there's something greater than all of us, but do I know what that is? Absolutely not. You know, I haven't seen it. I've had some experiences with things, but that doesn't mean I'm the end all be all and I know everything and I should tell you how to believe or what's important for you. But I feel like this talks about an internal balance. These pillars are pillars of strength, and I feel like you're finally feeling strong enough to, like, trust your intuition again, trust where you're going, trust that knowledge that, like, you have, and the intuitive guidance that you feel at certain times. And you're not second guessing yourself as much because you're living from a more heart-centered space. You might have had a shakeup in the last, like, year, 2 years, like 5 years, who knows? Like, but again, I feel like you guys have been on this cycle for like about 10 years, and it's felt like it's been really tumultuous and never ending. And, you know, just when you feel like you get somewhere, like, it's like you go 10 steps backwards. But I feel like you guys are just getting through that, and you're finally getting to the end of this cycle, wrapping that up and starting something fresh and something new. You get the Bat Spirit. A rebirth is assured. Yes. You know what? There's a rebirth going on in your relationships, and, you know, like, the way you conduct business, who you are seen as in society, like, where you're going, what you're doing, like, the value that you hold for yourself, it's all changing. what you're willing to accept from others, the communication that you need and that you value. We had the Crystal Skull of Wisdom pop out. Clarity, divine healing, high vibrational energy. You have a lot of clarity at this time. And you're using that clarity to really go forward in, like, you're going to be going into the summer feeling a lot better than you have in a long time. Okay? It's going to be your time. I also feel like the dynamic of how, like, maybe your, like, the time that you've spent at work has changed. Like, you don't spend as much time doing that stuff. Like, you've had to totally rework what you're doing, where you're going. I don't know why that just popped into my head. Again, you have the Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups. I'm sorry. I don't know why I just said the Knight of Pentacles. And the Ten of Wands. Yeah, you're done carrying this heavy burden. I feel like it's an emotional burden. Not so much like a physical burden. You don't want to carry the burden of feeling like you're the one that is the only one in this. Like you're the only one putting yourself out there and being vulnerable. You know? That's what I'm feeling for you guys. But that Knight of Cups, he's going to that river. He's going to fill his own cup. And you have the Ace of Cups as well. So this has a lot to do with self-love. I feel like you're getting to a place where you're loving yourself again. You're not holding back who you are anymore. You know, you're like, what do I have to lose? You know, like there's so much that you can create in your own life now that you've gotten to a place where you understand yourself better. Okay. All right, Leo, thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have an amazing April, and I will see you all again soon, okay? Bye.